Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. I'm Khatliso and this is the Pageant Diaries. So today we are reacting to the recent shocking news of the Miss Grand International third runner-up 2024 from France. I'm going to read you screenshots of the emails she sent to Mr. Nawad and the team stating her resignation.
Dear MGI team, Mr. Nawat, and Miss Teresa, I am writing to you today with calmness and honesty. This is not a confrontational message, but a clear and respectful request following months of silence and uncertainty surrounding my position. For months, I have been subjected to attacks, insults, edited videos, and ongoing speculation. Despite being defended and supported by MGI on some occasions, the truth has not been fully restored. Unfortunately, I was publicly demeaned by Mr. Nawat during a live stream, where he described me as a woman, seeking attention, lacking true value, and implied that I had taken your money and disappeared. I have shared the video with you on WhatsApp. You are aware of the reasons behind my early return home. Sincerely, Safitu Kabengeli. Despite everything that happened, I decided to stand up for the organization and protect its image. I chose to remain silent, not out of fear, but out of loyalty. I attempted to start a conversation with Teresa, Champi, Vanny, and Vidges. However, at the time, I was either ignored or my voice was minimized due to my loyalty to the person in charge. I respected their decision and stayed out of it. Today, I'm sharing my observations, backed by a video. Here are the key points. Teresa blocked me on WhatsApp. Teresa and Nawat unfollowed me on Instagram. Vanny was professional and cordial, as always, but remained vague, likely due to a lack of updates from the leaders. Champi responded with, "Skip it, you're still part of the family." Vidges didn't reply, but "skip it" is not answer. That is not enough even when I've been publicly exposed as I have. My name continues to circulate. I am still being dragged into controversies. I am still being disrespected, even after carrying this title with dignity and integrity. So let's establish a framework of mutual respect. I cannot continue carrying this uncertainty. There have been months of rumors, dozens of defamations, public attacks, and at no point did anyone from the organization take a stance to protect me, even though everything happened before your eyes. I remained loyal. I continued to promote MGI. I never turned against you. But now, it is out of the question for me to keep being associated with something that causes me harm and leaves me unprotected. So I say this with full transparency. Because truthfully, most people already believe I have been dethroned. Because this rumor has been circulating for months. Because your silence has been interpreted as agreement. I am not a woman who can be erased when convenient. I am not someone who can be disrespected without consequence. I am a woman of dignity, loyalty, and principles. And that loyalty deserves respect in return. I remain available for a private conversation, if you wish. But this time, I will no longer stay silent. And just to be clear, I will never discredit your team. I know the immense effort it takes to organize such a large-scale production. I fully understand the energy, discipline, and vision required behind the scenes. You don't just create a final night. You create memories. You build connections between hundreds of women, and you leave an imprint that lasts. That's something I will always admire, respect, and continue to salute, because I've lived it from the inside. But today, I choose to honor myself, my values, my community, and everything I represent, with all due respect. Safitu Kabengeli. To the Miss Grand International team, dear Mr. Nawat and Miss Teresa, following the message I sent 72 hours ago and the continued silence from the organization, I hereby formally withdraw from my title as third runner-up Miss Grand International 2024, effective immediately. This decision has not been made lightly. It is the result of months of observation, unanswered concerns, and missed opportunities for open dialogue. Throughout my reign, I have carried myself with integrity, loyalty, and discretion, even during moments when my name and image were publicly disrespected. I chose silence not out of weakness, but out of respect for the organization and for what this platform means to young women around the world. However, the turning point came when Mr. Nawat publicly demeaned me during a livestream, calling me attention-seeking, questioning my worth, and implying that I had taken money and disappeared. These remarks were not only false and humiliating, but also deeply damaging to my reputation. What followed was even more disheartening: no response or statement from the organization. My attempts to reach out to Teresa, Champi, Vanny, and Vijay were met with silence or disregard. I was blocked, unfollowed, and dismissed, left to face public scrutiny and speculation alone. This represents a serious failure in duty of care, a breach of trust, and a disregard for the organization's moral responsibility to support its titleholders, especially when they are under public attack. As outlined in Clause Q of the MGI runner-up agreement, I understand that termination ends all mutual obligations, unless explicitly stated otherwise. My decision aligns with that framework. I am not in breach of contract, and I will not seek financial compensation. While I understand the organization retains rights to use my image as third runner-up, I respectfully request that any use reflects the values I stood for and is not used to distort or diminish my character. I am proud of how I represented myself on that stage. I will continue my impact beyond this title. This is not an act of war. This is a declaration of self-respect. I am grateful for the platform and the international connections I've made. But today, I choose clarity over confusion, integrity over exposure, peace over performance. With respect, Safietu Kabengele.
MGI needs to take a closer look at how they're treating their queens. I mean, we have resignations not only from Miss India and Miss France, but also from Miss Myanmar. So 3 top 5 finalists resigned, leaving only CJ from Philippines and the new first runner-up from Brazil. So this means that the 2024 Miss Grand International Pageant was drama-filled with a lot of shuffles. So yeah, let's read comments from what people are saying about Miss France's resignation. Thanks for watching, beauties. What do you think about Miss France stepping down? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.